The following new message has not been heard.
Hi, this is Phil Batchelor.
I had yet to meet Phil Batchelor in person.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
But the voicemail he left the night before our interview told me a couple of things.
Take the elevator up to the 3rd floor.
One, that he called personally, showed he's not the kind who needs his staff to do everything for him.
The door will be unlocked.
And two, that I was to basically let myself into City Hall.
See you tomorrow.
Showed there wasn't much staff left anyway these days.
I've never been in an organization that has had such meager resources. Are you available to do that?
For the past year, Phil Batchelor has been Vallejo's interim city manager.
Ursula, this is Phil.
A career public administrator, most of it spent working in the East Bay, Batchelor had earned a reputation as something of a turnaround specialist.
Have we heard anything more on...
And though technically retired for the past decade, cities in trouble just keep calling, keep asking for his help. After his last job, though, he was finally ready to call it quits.
I had been doing this, a lot. I was away from my family a lot, and I thought, I think I'd like to stay home.
Batchelor was so sure he was done that when Vallejo, a city in such bad shape it had declared bankruptcy, called, he said no. But they asked again and again.
How many times?
I don't remember.
Enough times that Batchelor finally said yes. He'd work with them for 1 year.
But while the city council very well understood that in Batchelor they were getting an expert in turning around cities, they might not have understood everything they were getting into. It became very clear very quickly, though, when, before agreeing to work for the city, Batchelor gave them a contract to sign.
I said, here's the conditions. If you'd like me to come and join you, here's what I'd like to have in my contract.
Council members were presented with a code of conduct, as it were. No more dysfunction, no more backstabbing, no more infighting. Council members had to agree to be professional and cordial to each other, their staff, and the citizens of Vallejo.
When you think about coming into a city that's in bankruptcy, you think, oh, this is about numbers. This is about turning around the financial statements. That's part of it. But equally important is the human side, the people side. It has to start at the top. It starts with the city council. They have to be the role model of what we want the rest of the organization to look like. Status of recruitments, how are we doing?
With that in mind, Batchelor has invested hundreds of hours in training for managers and city staff.
They're hungry for some assistance, for leadership, for vision.
Perhaps most important, though, under Batchelor's leadership, Vallejo seems to have turned a corner financially. The city is almost completely out of bankruptcy. The police department, once slashed by more than 40%, is adding staff again. Abandoned vehicles are once again being cleared from the streets. The fire department is just about to reopen one of its closed stations. And just this past June, the city council passed a straightforward, balanced budget.
You must be very proud.
I'm not proud. It's not about me. It's about them. I'm proud of them.
But just as things are looking up, Batchelor is heading out. His contract with the city ends at the end of this month.
I'll go home and I will get on with life. And if the phone rings again, we'll see what happens. Was that just for fire?
Something tells us he might not be waiting very long. In Vallejo, Garvin Thomas, NBC Bay Area News.